Welcome back to the Mindful Mayhem podcast, y'all.
It's Taylor.
It's Kayla.
And I don't know if you're noticing, but we have someone new here. It's Lexi.
Hi.
Hello.
Welcome.
How are you?
Thanks for having me,
This
guys.
is kind of like my first time actually conversing with you,
it
like
is.
in real life. Not like
When worlds collide.
Yeah.
So for those that don't know, Lexi is my roommate. Insert applause. And Kayla's my best friend. So we're literally having the best of both worlds here.
Yeah.
I'm in a Virgo sandwich, y'all.
Yeah.
She is in a Virgo sandwich.
It's giving
Virgo
Earth.
Sandwiches are the best sandwiches.
Are you August or September
I'm
Virgo?
the last day of being a Virgo, so September 22nd.
Okay, so you're Virgo Libra cusp.
Ew.
I don't know what this means for me, but hopefully good things.
Yeah, good things.
Okay.
No, good things.
So yeah, we're in an Earth sign moment today.
Yeah.
It's giving Earth. Lexi is also a musician, guys. Snaps. She has 2 songs officially out in the EDM realm, performed on stage, vibed out, living her rock star dream era.
Yeah. And now we're just here to get to know kind of
You.
what the journey looks like.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
So let's go. I want to go back actually, since this is my first time kind of knowing about. I saw with last summer you had this big debut at North Coast, and that's kind of when I came about kind of knowing who you were, especially being introduced through Taylor and everything. And I was like, how cool is it to be performing? Well, you're not from Chicago, actually.
I'm not, no.
Okay,
she's
let's
a new
backtrack.
Chicagoan.
I just moved here in
Okay.
December with Taylor.
So-
yeah,
Where are you from?
I'm from Indiana, the south side of Indianapolis,
Yes, ma'am.
out in the boonies.
So she's now a big city girl, though.
I am. This is
Yeah.
my first time living in the city.
And what brought you here?
Honestly, I just needed to get out of Indiana. It was feeling like a drag for me. I was traveling all last year. I literally went to so many different states. I went to Mexico for the first time. And I was just like, you know what? I need a new vibe. And I really wanted to experience the city life. I actually used to work here years ago. So when I was modeling, I was signed with agencies out here. And I would always travel here, but I never got to stay for very long, so I never got the full city experience. But I'm loving it so far. I think it'll be a good change for me, especially during the summer. The winter's been kind of
Yeah,
For
Chicago
everyone.
summers are a lot better.
Yeah.
But okay, so you originally were a model. I see you sometimes do modeling things still too.
Yeah.
What was the switch up from modeling to music?
So I actually have always done music.
Yeah.
I've been singing my whole life. I was in choir. I did all of those things. I used to sing at church. So I have always been integrated in music. But I'd always wanted to be a model when I was younger. That was my biggest dream ever. And so when I graduated, I was like, you know what? I'm going to become a model. And I went for it and I did it. And it was fun, but COVID happened, and that really was just the turning point for me. Jobs stopped coming in. We couldn't go to castings anymore in person. It just really fell off, and I was like, I think this is my sign to get into something else. And I really just took a leap forward and started, writing a lot of music and all of that. And then really I started off in R&B. So I have a couple R&B tracks you can go listen to, honestly, on my Spotify. But they're really old, but I love them. But yeah, I was really just writing a lot of R&B and working with a lot of R&B producers and other songwriters as well. And then obviously I got introduced into the EDM scene, and I was like, okay, this is where
I
it's
think
at.
I belong here. Yeah, type vibe.
And so I wanted to start making music in EDM instead, and just had my first track come out last year, and it went off, honestly, for my first track, and it was
Valkyrie, if you haven't heard it, look it up.
I
with
love that
Lexi
song.
Ryan.
Who is this collaboration with?
With my friends Creos and In Orbit Dubs.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so she got to go on stage, perform it live at North Coast. Very iconic because for Chicagoans, that's a huge festival here in the city as well. But to be from our sister city and have that opportunity is even more iconic.
Yeah, it was so much fun. I actually performed it on stage with Creos first.
Oh, cool.
And that was at Base Country in Michigan. And then, I like performing it at North Coast was insane.
Yay.
Like that stage was huge.
It was probably a moment of, wait, I think I belong here. And did it make you feel more dedicated to growing as an artist and having more opportunities like that? Like it gave you a little peek into what you felt was right?
Yeah, I really, like, it opened up a lot for me. That was like a super last minute decision to do that. My friend Orbix was the one who asked me to perform with him at North Coast, and he made a remix of Valkyrie. So we kind of like got to work together on that, and yeah, it was really cool performing that with him. And then I got to flow on stage for a little bit too, so that was really fun. It was.
We've got a flow me in the house.
Okay, wait. So I just like recently. I'm not a flow bee.
She's a new flow me. Kayla just got into the flow star era.
Flow star era. I'm more of a flow wander. I used to glove. I used to hoop. Whatever. But it's like the flow is just something about the hands. But yeah, so kind of into this whole. I'm completely off of the rail of the drama and everything that goes on in the internet because I'm just not on the internet. But I did see like you kind of opened up a little bit about just like your journey of getting back in flow after a couple months of not flowing, feeling like you're
disconnected, losing yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, with that, just kind of have a falling out with like flowing and just people within the flow industry and everything, and all love. I felt like it was taking a direction somewhere I didn't vibe with, something I didn't like see myself being a part of anymore, and
no longer sharing the same mindset and wavelength when it came to decision making. And it's kind of interesting that you say that, Kayla, because I run Chicago Flow Star, so it's like to go from leaving the scene but then living with someone who runs one for the city that you're moving to. It's been kind of fun because it's also re-inhabited Lexi in the flow scene a little bit. Like
I'll pop out to the meetups and stuff and like hang out. I don't really flow very often, but like when I pick it up, like I still feel connected to it in some way.
People are like, she's a freaking wizard when they see her at the meetups. It's crazy. They're like, man, you're really good. I'm like, yeah, she made most of those tutorials that you're watching.
A lot of the tutorials you watch, I probably did it. I really enjoyed that though. Like I loved making tutorials. I love the flow community as a whole. I've met some incredible people. I mean, I met you, Taylor.
Yeah, that's how we met.
Yeah, and so it really did change my life in the best way. It opened up so many opportunities for me. I'm very grateful for everything. But everything good has to come to an end at some point, and that was just a chapter closing for me. Although it was hard, although it was kind of crazy and a little bit, negative vibes came out of it. I'm choosing to stay on the positive side of it and just be appreciative of everything. And then, like sometimes I'll pick up my Flow Star and be like, hell yeah, this is, fun vibing. I'll take a video like once every, couple of weeks or whatever.
Yeah. And it's cool because it really is one of those flow tools that although you'd think you'd put it down and forget how to use it a little bit, Lexi picks hers up and it is like she never put it down ever.
Oh, yeah.
Like she can just pick it up and become full flow demon.
Dude, I've sat there and watched like one of the videos.
It's so crazy.
Times in a row, and I'm like, how the fuck? Yeah. I mean, we've been flowing next to her too, because like we were at when we were at Tape B, it was so funny because there was like a tiny little fucking corner in the Remova Theater.
No one puts baby in a corner.
Nobody puts baby in a corner, but I'm like watching her and watching everybody else, and I'm like, how did you first of all pick it up so quick? Like I feel like a lot of people have been like doing it for a really long time.
I struggled when I first picked it up, but I started before there were tutorials. Like there were like a handful maybe, not a lot of people were doing it yet. And so it was just kind of like a trial and error. Like you pick it up, you kind of like see if you can do anything with it. And I practiced like every single day for like hours.
Yeah, Lexi was one of the first ambassadors, if not the first.
No, I wasn't the first.
One of the first.
I was a first of a small bunch of people that were. But like the reason why I even started was because I was posting outfit videos on TikTok, like doing inspired DJ looks. So then like people would, those videos what took me off
They
on
were
TikTok.
so cute. Yeah.
I honestly, that was a good vibe, good era for me.
So out of all of the inspired DJ looks, what were your top 3?
Ooh.
I saw she did a Grizz one. It was super cute.
I did do a Grizz one.
Like tie-dye
I loved
pant
that
vibe.
one.
Yeah.
I loved that one. I did so many people. Honestly, Rez was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Just because I love the.
I think that's
red, black,
honestly
and
where
white.
I first found you. It wasn't through Flowstar. I think you came up on my For You page as the outfit ones because I would just love watching rave outfit videos. And she had these sequenced videos that were just so perfectly, like, I don't even know how to explain it. Well, she is a stylist.
I am a stylist.
Like
yeah.
literally.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I have a styling like little side
Little
hustle.
dibble dabble, yeah.
But people
Literally me walking around my house the other day, like when I have the money, I need a private chef and a stylist.
Here's one.
What's crazy is that I'm also a chef.
Dude, literally.
Yay!
Double whammy.
Double
and
whammy.
queens. Wow.
Okay, so she's moving in with me.
Yeah.
I'm moving in with you.
Yeah.
You can join.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so I have a little like side hustle styling business. I style people for festivals. I've gotten to do it like several times, and it's so fun. I have like a shopping addiction, so
So it's a
kinda
way to
like
feed it through
without
others.
me spending
Yeah.
money on it, it's
Yeah.
really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like she's had people come up to her at festivals wearing the outfits that she styled.
Yeah, literally, like such cute interactions. Like people literally being like, "Oh my god, you styled my outfit," and I'm like, "Wait, this is the most amazing thing ever."
That's so nice.
Yeah,
That's probably like just a pat on the back, you know? It's
yeah,
like,
it is really cool.
screw all the creative music stuff. Like people are wearing your stuff that you like.
Put together, yeah.
Not screw all the music because people listening to your tracks is also.
It's
Well, yeah,
way
yeah,
more
yeah.
iconic.
Way
But
different.
yeah.
I
Both
will
are cool.
say though, Lexi is a big pants person, but I just
I
want to
love
get both of your
pants.
opinions. What is the first thing that you put on to style your outfit? Pants?
My
Top?
pants.
I have to pick pants first.
Oh,
My
pants
pants
people.
for sure because I have so many pairs of pants and I'm obsessed with pants. And my pants are normally like really like design
Unique,
heavy.
out
Like
of the
there's
box.
patterns or like different textures on them. So like I'll pick those first. Normally do a basic top. Now it's reversed today.
Yeah.
Now I'm
Shout out
shout out
Hippie Hued.
I love Taylor. She makes the best clothes ever.
Comes
I
with
love
the
you,
name.
Taylor too. All the Taylors.
Wait, when did
Suddenly.
Taylor not tell me that she has a
started
clothing
making
line?
No, yeah, it just comes with the name. You know, we're naturally all creative. So shout out you at Hippie Hues.
Yeah.
We got to meet.
Well, what about you? You don't pick out your pants first? You have to pick out the
I
top?
feel like honestly, I'm like in my mind, like I think of my closet. I'm a internal outfit decider. I kind of decide my whole entire outfit in my head and then I try it on. And if one thing doesn't work for how I visioned it, then I change it.
Oh, I do that.
But I don't like think, oh, I need to put on these pants and then decide after.
I
My
just start
thing-
with the pants.
Yeah,
I guess.
my thing is like, okay, the pants are what you're walking around in.
So is the
Also,
shirt.
just like the tummy, the booty, like
It depends on how you're feeling that day
yeah,
for sure.
And then it's easy to then match the shirt to that. If you're picking out the shirt, and then you're like, okay, now what pants? And you're like, but I like the shirt, but I have no pants to go with it.
I feel like it sets you up for success to start with your pants.
Yeah.
That's what I'm putting.
Do you feel like doing styling videos is what drew you into the EDM scene the most? Like getting to have those interactions through your content and then in addition having those interactions in real life, did it draw you more into the scene or was it something that you were already in?
I was very heavily in the scene before I started making those videos, but I didn't know how to integrate like content creation into the EDM scene. So I was just being a festival goer, raver. And then I was like, you know what? I want to make content. I want to go to these festivals, you know, with companies and I want to wear their stuff and like all this. And I was like, how do I do that? But like my own thing.
Yeah.
And I started off by like sharing music. So I would do like songs that you need to hear, like songs to add to your summer playlist. And they just like would hit, but like not that hard. And I was like, what can I do? And I love styling stuff. And I have like a very crazy closet and like intricate closet. I thrift a lot. So like all of my pieces are very unique. And so I was like, okay, let me just do a video where like I'm styling. Like I already was doing that. When I would go to a festival, I would pick the artists that I'm most excited to see. And then I would base my outfit on them.
Oh,
and
cool.
so that's how I kind of went about like what I would wear to festivals or shows. And then I was like, oh my God, like I should make a video. And then the first one I did popped off. It was the Ella Stream.
Okay,
And
I can imagine how
Ella
that would
Stream
look.
commented on it. And I was like, oh my God, wait, this is so fun. And then people were like, oh my God, do this person, do this person, do this artist. And I was like, okay, this is going
I just
really well.
found
year
my
was
moment.
this?
What year?
Yeah.
2022.
TikTok was booming, man.
TikTok was its moment. I swear.
Now it's not.
Ever since the little baby ban, things are just, social media in general is just in a different tier of.
It's tanking.
It's hard
right now.
Well, and both of you are pretty big content creators for the city that we live in. I'm still in the growing process, but hey, work hard, play hard. But you guys both are thriving in your niches, and it's super cool to be around such creatives all the time.
Girl, you are too.
No, I am. I'm not hating on myself. I'm just saying you guys are like famous.
Stop.
No, I'm joking, guys. I'm joking.
Famous.
I want to be famous. But it is cool seeing how like you kind of are lifestyle fashion, and then you are like music and fashion, and then I'm fashion. Ravewear. But it is cool to have that incorporated in all three of us, because I think we all have such different and unique styles when it comes to going out and picking what you wear. But it's like nice to see it all come together.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
My style's so back and forth because I'm very like, if you see me on a day-to-day at sweatpants, I don't care.
That's
But Kayla pulls off the like, I don't care, but I still look good.
But then it's like what I was going to wear. It's literally, now it shouldn't be like this, but on the way here, I'm like, what are you guys wearing? Because I know like you guys are both going to look cute as fuck. You know, like I also, like there's a specific style. Yeah. When you do style people, like certain styles look good on others, and certain, like for somebody that wants to dress more like out of the box, like more LA, more like just
one of one style.
Like, have you ever had to tell somebody like, that style just will not work with you? Because for me, I can't really dress like that. I feel like I look better in dressier things. I look better when I'm like going out to a nice dinner and like whatever. But have you ever had to be like, girl, like,
No, because most people that come to me, they want me to have full creative freedom.
Okay.
So like, but I have a whole system. Like I have a website and everything, and there's a form you fill out. So you kind of tell me like what you're comfortable wearing already, and then if you want to like step outside of the box a little bit and give me creative freedom, like I allow you to like tell me that. I ask for like your Instagram so I can go look at your personal style and like get a feel for it. And I like everybody has come back with just like the most amazing things to say. So
you fit it to the person.
Yeah, I definitely don't do it for myself. Like when I'm looking at somebody, I'm like, oh my God, they would probably love this. Not like, what would I like?
Yeah.
That's not how you style other people.
Stepping outside of your own head. Yeah. That's a really cool thing. So what is your creative process when it comes to styling fashion? Like for you personally, what do you feel like suits you the best? And like what color schemes? And how did you figure that out?
I would say color schemes, definitely. I have like olive skin, so I like to stay on the more like earth tones. Like I really vibe with greens and beige and stuff like that. I love colors like this too, like
muted
cream,
cream
ivory. And also just like I also try and style best for my body type. I have very long legs.
Yeah.
And no torso. So like I really have to pay attention to like the sizing of pants and stuff. Most of the time they're too short, like without fail. And then also just like whether it's high-waisted or low-waisted, just, you know, trying to figure out like with the top, like what looks best, if it's cropped or if it's, you know, just there's so many things that go into it. I really just am like a shot in the dark. Like I'll find one piece and be like, okay,
how can I figure this out?
The wheels are spinning, and then I'll just like, you know, find a bunch of different things that work, and then I'll try on different things and not have it work. Like when I go to a show or whatever, I will.
You're a layer queen.
I love layers. Like even this now, like I have like a little like tank underneath this, and like I'll do a jacket over. Like I don't know. I love layers, and same with jewelry. I love a lot of jewelry. I just now like figured out this really cool hack of I only have 2 ear piercings, and I'll literally wear, I don't have any in right now, but I'll wear 2 earrings in one hole.
Oh.
To have like 2 dangly earrings, so it makes you look like you're wearing a ton of earrings.
That's smart.
But yeah, I love a lot of jewelry. I just became a gold girl. I used to be a silver girl, but now I'm doing mixed. Like I have
Like your olive tone.
Well, no,
babe.
we love a
Gold.
mixed metal moment.
Well,
I know,
the
look
best
at
thing with
these.
the olive tone skins can usually swap back and forth, but gold just fucking hits.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it,
gold
it
does
did
hit
change my
different.
vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, elevated.
I should do that. I used to be the moon, but now I am the sun.
Yeah, you should. I low-key love that trend. And I'm not going to lie, the girls that are like redhead moments and they're doing, but actually I'm Mars. I love that.
Oh, that's cute. I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I'm not on the internet. What?
So it's this thing where people are like, I used to be the moon, and they usually have dark hair. Or they're like doing dark
wear dark
makeup. They
clothes.
just aren't in their glow. And then they'll be like, but then I realized I'm the sun, and they're wearing color, and maybe
They have
their
lighter
hair's
hair.
blonde or something like that. But then there's other people that are like reversing it because they looked better with the darker features and the light. Then there's this new one that's elevated that's like, actually I'm Mars, and it's like all the girls with like the deep red hair right now. It's a moment. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Shout out all of you that can pull off everything, because I've seen a few of those as well, which is insane. Like blonde, brunette, and a redhead. So to get back into the music realm of this chat, I want to know what's your favorite genre and what kind of music are you looking to create for yourself within the next year or two?
I listen to a lot of music. I have a very diverse, just like music taste. I listen to a lot of indie music and alternative and rock as well, and of course EDM. But really, I think my vibe for making music is gonna pretty much stick in like EDM and then also indie alternative, because I've been diving a little bit into that recently, making some indie tracks, and it's a lot of fun. It definitely gives a different vibe, but I also still love making, EDM tracks. And within EDM, like the subgenres that I have come out with recently were like really heavy dubstep tracks, but I want to dial it back a little bit and like do more
Soft girl stuff.
Yeah, because I really am diverse, like with my vocals and my writing style and everything. So I feel like I can dabble a little bit in everything. So yeah, I really am trying to open my opportunities,
Open
a
the
little bit more
doors.
to work with different kind of people and different subgenres. So
Yeah. Do you have anything cool in the works, or any artists that you would like to ideally work with in the next few years?
There's like a handful of artists that I would love to work with within the EDM scene specifically. Some of my biggest like inspirations and who I've always wanted to make music with, like just to name a couple, like ISOXO, Just a Gent, and then like Peekaboo I would love working with. People, a lot of like trap EDM I really
That's
want to
like
dive
your
into.
home base of EDM realm.
Yeah,
For those that
absolutely.
don't know, Lexi.
I feel like trap is the thing that got a lot of people into.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
for
that was
sure.
like my shit.
Yeah.
And I
Flostradamus.
No.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Are they even around anymore?
Yeah. for
Yeah,
real.
he was at
It
Lost
used to
Lands.
be a
Is it
duo,
they?
but
Is it
then
duo?
now it's
Okay,
only
that's
one.
What I thought.
Yeah.
That's okay.
He was at Lost Lands this year, or this
Okay.
past year, and I got to see his set.
Oh, cool. How was it?
No, that was.
It was pretty dope. Like
Yeah.
I love trap music. That's always gonna be my jam. Like I also just listened to trap music my whole life.
Yeah.
Too. Not even trap EDM specifically, but like trap music.
Yeah.
Well, no,
No, like rap, trap, all the traps.
Yeah. Like I was big into like ASAP Ferg. Like
Oh, wow.
yeah, like, I was out there listening. Like
He said, actually, am I too young for this?
No, I really was. I don't know who was letting me listen
What am
to
I
that.
even saying right now?
Yeah,
Type
no, for
vibe.
real. Like Young Money was like I was listening
That's
to that
so
when I was
funny.
like shouldn't have been, but it took me to where I am at now.
So, okay, so going just like into, I feel like a lot of artists, of course, put their emotional expression into their lyrics. And if in the music industry, it's like shunned upon. Like if you're not going through it, you're not producing good content,
Yeah.
So do you kind of feel yourself when you're writing, do you sometimes have to put yourself in certain moments to like come up with things, or is it kind of just whatever you're going through in the present tense?
That's a really good
or
question.
take yourself out of a situation you're in order to build.
Yeah.
Wow, good one.
I feel like it just depends. So like most of the time the writing process starts with a track already being finished, like the actual beat is finished and they just need vocals on them. And so I'll take that track and I'll really just like put myself into a open-minded position of just like whatever I feel, whatever emotions come to mind, whatever words come to mind when I listen to it. is what I'm going to base the track off of.
Yeah.
And I am able to write about stuff that I haven't necessarily been through. So like just whatever emotions I feel like the track channels is just like what I'm going to write about. A lot of it is personal experience too. A lot of it's exaggerated as well.
Yeah.
It's just like, but I'm really good at channeling emotion and stuff like that. So I feel like that's kind of like how my process goes to writing something. It is like sometimes based off of an experience I've had or an emotion I've felt before that I want to channel into it. Yeah.
Because a lot of people, like, I've been listening to certain artists that are like, they just want you to be, like, devastated all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it's like, you know, it's not going to hit.
Yeah.
I will say sometimes going through really rough shit creates amazing music.
Yeah.
It does, though.
It is an outlet. I mean, writing, you are big on journaling. I'm sure as a songwriter, it could be incorporated as well as just like an outlet to express.
Absolutely. Like sometimes I'll just like write lyrics in my phone. Like I'll think of something throughout the day. Like if something happened, I'll just like, you know, make a quick note about it. And then I can write, like I've written a whole song based off of that before. So yeah, it is just one of those things where you like channel your whatever energy, whatever vibe the track is giving. Also like writing with other people too, which I've done quite a bit. Like you get to also hear like their emotion and like what they're feeling, and then you get to bounce back and forth and like really, you know, get to like vibe off of each other and write, you know, something maybe that you weren't thinking of, and then it creates like this whole new thing. So
yeah, a beautiful blend. Yes. So a fun thing that I don't know if Kayla knows this fully about you, but Lexi for the most part is a sober raver as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you didn't know that?
I mean, it's just in your Instagram bio.
It's
It's kind of hard to like miss.
I don't know why I forgot that was in your bio, but I think that that's a really cool thing to share because not a lot of people do it efficiently, and it's just like an interesting perspective to add to the rave scene because a lot of people do go there to kind of let loose and forget and be off the shits in a sense. So
well, there's a back and forth between that. Even though, because it's like people just simply go into the scene because
they think it's
either
a place.
they found drugs before the music and they're like, oh, this is where I can go and do drugs.
Yeah.
Or it's now I listen to the music and I go there and now I feel obligated to do it.
Yeah.
But in a sense, it's like people can't even enjoy it without the drug. But it's like, okay, what do you do when you go home then? Are you listening to it in the car, or are you putting on your alternative?
Well, and also I think it's very interesting for you because you've never been one to really do drugs in the rave scene.
I mean,
you were?
I slightly.
Everyone dibble dabbles a little bit.
I realized though that I just like was not into it as much as everybody else was, and all my friends would do it too. So I was just like, I mean, I did, you know, dabble in just one, you know, kind of thing, and then I really was just like, I don't fucking like this.
Yeah,
it's not me. I would not feel like myself, and I was just like, you know what, I'm just not gonna do it. And then I've never been a drinker. I've never really smoked, so I just kind of,
it's easy.
I was kind of like, this is just not for me, and I'm gonna choose to be a sober raver. And I have had the most fun I've ever had being a sober raver.
But I do think it is, as someone that also became a sober raver for the most part, it also does open your eyes to just remembering your experience. And I think that's a really cool thing that people don't realize. For me personally, at least, I would go to these events and then I'd come home and I'd have videos to show that I was there. But you kind of lose the aspect of what you're spending your money on by going and just being like lit as a candlestick.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where now you like go and I don't know. You build more core memories, I feel like.
I agree.
Speaking of core memories, off the top of your head, what is your favorite core memory of a festival and a serendipitous meeting that was from a festival?
I definitely think that this past Forest was my first one ever, and it changed my life. It was the most beautiful experience ever. And it was just so emotional being there, and everything felt so right and so just like intertwined, and it was so beautiful. I was literally running into people that I haven't seen in years, didn't talk to them, didn't like tell them I was going to be there, and I would just run into them in the forest, and I'm like, there are thousands of people here. How did I just run into you? Like, just the most crazy experiences happening there. And that's happened a couple times at different festivals, just like crazy, like how did this happen moment. But specifically, the first Flow Star meetup that was planned at Forest, that's where I met Taylor.
I was there, yeah.
And
It was at the Honeycomb.
At the Honeycomb, and I don't even remember who was playing. I can see
wasn't it right before who was it? It was someone small.
Yeah.
Like very random pop-up show we went because
it was
for
his
one, there was
first
going to be a
festival set.
lot of Flomies there. And there were a lot of us.
Oh, yeah.
But it was perfect because this was a small artist. Why? I can't remember it either.
I can't remember his name, but he even said on the mic, he was like, this is my first festival.
And it was jam-packed by the end.
Everybody, the emotion was so intense, so insane. And everybody was just like, it felt like you were getting a giant hug from the whole entire crowd. It was so magical. And all the Flomies were together. And I just saw like 10 Flow Stars in one area. Everybody was so close together. And I had gone up into the Honeycomb, like where you could, like the standing area. And I was getting content. And I seriously was just sitting back. And I was like, oh, this is so amazing.
Yeah.
It brought tears to my eyes. Like, it was so emotional just knowing that like I was a part of something like that amazing, and I'll never forget that feeling. Like literally, I'll never forget that feeling. It was so beautiful. So definitely Forest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That really was a magical experience. We'll have to put his on the video so everyone can see, because also that set started off pretty empty. And by the end of it, it was jam-packed in the house. Like Flomies were everywhere. Eventually, we kind of all put our Flow Stars away and we're just jumping around, bouncing around together.
Like dubstep? Was he more like
it was
house?
It was
house.
kind of like a good combination. Like she said, it was his first real festival set. So at a big format festival, I'm pretty sure. So he brought an energy that was next level. Like everyone was just there to have fun. It was not like a set where you could tell people were like, I gotta get in the front, I gotta be here. Like everyone was just genuinely enjoying their time spent there.
Yeah, it was amazing.
That's the best part about Forest is like you can be like 10 feet behind a tree and still be vibing. You don't need to be in the crowd to hear the music. You don't need to be in the crowd to have a good time. Like, yeah.
How many festivals did you go to last year? If you even know.
Honestly, I would have to sit there and count, but I think it was close to like 15.
Yeah.
No, maybe like 13.
Which one was your favorite?
I think my favorite one was Forest.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it was just because of how everything just happened.
Place,
and it was so many different things happening too. Like so many weird coincidences, so many random people that I got to meet while being there. I found myself just in the most bizarre situations, but like in a good way. Just
It
like
really
things were just, all coming together, and I got to meet so many cool people, and it was amazing. So,
Yay.
yeah, definitely a Forest.
Well, I want to tabletop and give some inspiration and advice to our listeners, and then kind of going back to the first original thing that you said about you shifting from modeling through COVID, kind of being forced to strip away from it and dive more into music and the EDM scene, now talking and hearing about all of these beautiful things that have happened. I feel like, or what is your thought process or any advice that you can give to people that are kind of like feeling like if something gets stripped away from them, or they get fired from a job, or they have a breakup happen and like feeling hopeless, like giving them that spark to just like, this is for a reason, like you don't even know. Is any advice that you can give?
I will say like that experience for me specifically, like trying to come to peace with something that I wanted so bad, which was being a model. And I wasn't able to really look at what was happening, and I was depressed. Like it was not what I was supposed to be doing. I was not happy. It was just that, voice that was like, you worked so hard for this. You've always wanted this. Don't step away from it. You have been doing this for years. And even though you don't like it, like don't run away from it, because you like got here finally.
Yeah.
You got what you wanted. And it really was just, the universe was like, I'm ripping you out of this because you're not supposed to be here right now. There's so many other things that you're supposed to be doing. And that really is when I dove straight into the EDM community, festival scene, creating content and working on music. Like, so it really was meant to like open my life in a different way, but just in a much better way where I was actually fulfilled, actually happy. So just know that like there are bigger and better things coming. Like with every door that closes, as long as you leave the door open for something else to happen, it will come. So, and honestly, speaking to myself right now, like towards the end of last year, like life kind of, fell apart, but also was trying to fall into place. Like things are still trying to fall into place for me, and I'm just allowing them to happen. And even though some of them were not so good, things have been hard. I am just still trying to believe and, working on things that can possibly happen. I'm opening new doors for myself. I am not.
Big things coming soon.
Big things coming soon. They're actually I just got reached out to yesterday by somebody that I've always wanted to work with. And I'm really excited to do that. So
it just takes time.
Good for you.
As someone that's been watching Lexi through this process, I will say it takes a different kind of strength to go through as much as she did. I mean, career change, moving to a new city, finding your placement in a place that you always wanted to be but are still new to. But then also throughout the time that has been spent of her getting kind of acclimated here from an outside, it's nice to see things finally falling into place and the world aligning for her in this city. As summer approaches, it's
I just need,
we're right there.
I need the sun. I need the sun. That's really what I've been missing from my life.
100%.
Yeah. No, it really is just as long as you can keep the faith up and you're not making every single rejection or redirection the most devastated thing, sit and cry about it for a week, but then get back up and figure out what else you're going to do.
Yeah.
Also, heavy emphasis on it's okay to cry.
Oh, I be crying.
We be crying
crying. Taylor has seen me cry.
We cry, but it's also
we crash
then
out.
We
get
crash
a trampoline.
We have a day, but then that's the biggest thing is although Lexi will have such an off day, but then she'll come back and be like, okay, but this is just my sign for me to relock in even better.
Yeah.
And so it's cool to see that motivation to grow as an individual, no matter how hard it gets. She's always, okay, I'm not happy with myself right now, but heavy emphasis on the but. I will tomorrow, and I got it. Yeah. So
I will say, if you follow me on Instagram, I have been opening up a lot lately about my recent just struggles and just what very minimally, not opening up too much because I don't need to say everything, but with the job change, I did open up about that a little bit. I've been going through a lot of skin troubles, personal troubles. And I just recently put out a video just of talking to the girls that are just like me in the sense of they're so open and giving and loving towards everybody else and just keeping that positive perspective even though the world is fucked.
Yeah.
Just still deciding to wake up every day and be positive and just try your best and still love other people, not turn into just a big menace. It really is hard to keep that from happening when things are going wrong. And I have had a lot of stress put on me as the last couple months, moving to a new city and never having done that before, it has been stressful and very uncomfortable. So I've been doing my best, but it still is hard. But I just wanted to be raw and real and open up about just I am going through some shit right now for real.
Yeah.
And but I'm still making the best of it, and there is light at the end of the tunnel. I am again things come up. I got a cool opportunity yesterday, and I'm really excited to dive headfirst into that. And I do think that things will, fall into place. But for some reason decided to knock off my car mirror 2 days ago. And
wait,
I'm
this
what
was
the fuck?
so funny.
In our parking garage.
It was
I'm just I'm really
so
about
funny.
to crash out right now so hard.
It
why
was
is that?
so funny. No, wait, Lexi did yeet off her car mirror. And it was so funny because we
watched it happen.
I was literally watching her dead in the face when it happened. Well, no, she was looking behind her. She was driving the way she should have, but our parking garage has these cement ass beams. Spaces are sometimes very skinny. And we have tandem parking, so Lexi parks in front of me and I park behind her. But we were just quickly running into the house. Both of us had to leave, so she parked in the spot right next to us, which is a tight squeeze. And we're all laughing, yapping, having a moment. And
literally
then she's
was about to deliver cookies to my friends.
Yeah, she was doing the cutest thing, made homemade cookies, was I'm going to go drop them off to them because in case they're having a bad day, so
no,
empath.
I'm having a bad day.
And then we're looking, we're okay, bye. All of a sudden you're, and it's her freaking car mirror, scraping the cement, bending fully backwards. She's like, oh.
Mirror popped out.
She's like, how could I pull in, but I can't even pull out.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
And then parallel parking at one of my friend's house, hit a fucking car.
Same night.
Same night.
She said, blink. So
It was just a
emphasis
dent.
on like
It was just a dent
Lexi
vibe.
has these things happen, but then for instance, last night a beautiful opportunity opened up and showed itself. So it's like give and take. Going into this festival season, I think that there's going to be so many cool opportunities that present for you given the plate that you're being served right now, and it's giving
It's serving.
It's hopefully Thanksgiving dinner.
Sweet potatoes,
Sweet potatoes.
the gravy.
Oh, don't
gravy,
even
the
get me
mashed
started. Potatoes, Sam. Like that
it
is the
vegan.
manifestation I'm putting into the world for Lexi's summer when it comes to the music, the vibes, the opportunities, just everything. I feel like this is going to be your summer, new city, new vibes, big smiles. And I just want to know, like, for you this summer, or kind of say all, like, what is your goal for the summer?
Be happy.
Hey, that's 10 out of
Be
10.
happy. Just like I thrive during the summer, the warmer months. I am ready to be outside. When I lived in Indiana, I was never outside because there was just nothing to do.
We got a balcony.
Oh my gosh, we have the most gorgeous patio. Like we're gonna grill out there. We're gonna have our friends over and just like have a great time. I'm ready for it to be I did all the travel, all of the festivals. I went everywhere last year. I really had the most incredible summer, but I'm ready to settle down and actually enjoy nature, being in a new city, meeting new people. Like just, I want to go to the park and I want to read a book.
Yeah.
And I want to just vibe out, listen to music. I want to hang out with my friends. I want to just like have a great summer and just like be happy and be peaceful. Like I just want to be peaceful.
I also want to share, like, kind of fun fact about Lexi and I as roommates is we low-key kind of moved in together not really knowing each other.
Oh yeah, we met each other once.
It's been so fun.
Yeah, it really
Like,
has been.
it's been the ultimate vibe. So just to share with those listeners, like, y'all, we rock and roll it out. And Lexi is really freaking cool. So if you haven't
really
checked
cool,
out
too.
her music, I think you're cool. Oh, that's done. Repping the shirt. But I think that if you guys haven't listened to her music yet, definitely check it out because there's going to be so much more coming. And the best is yet to come, baby.
Oh, well, that's the other thing too. This summer I do want to just like dive heavy into music, but overall just be happy. And I think that kind of comes with it. I do want to be writing a lot more. I used to be one of those people that was just like, oh, I'll let the opportunities come to me because they always have, to be completely honest. But I do realize like I do have to be like, you know what? I want this to happen.
I'm making it happen. Yeah.
Let me ask for it, even if I get rejected, whatever. Let me ask for the opportunity. If it doesn't come, somebody else will give me the opportunity.
Yeah.
Some other opportunity will come. Another plan will
Some
fall
way,
into
somehow.
place. So like I really am like I've been reaching out to people like wanting to work with them. I'm like, okay, if I want to work with these people, I'm gonna be like, yo, I want to work with you. Mm-hmm. And then like hopefully it just goes well.
The worst they say is no.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then
That's a huge
Maybe next time.
Yeah, I'm here to confirm that. Yeah, this year's very big with Virgo career.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Career. And
Through collab,
as
through
long
everything.
as you are not letting yourself be depressed for too long and letting yourself do it for 2 days and get back up and keep going, you're gonna have no problem. So,
absolutely.
it's written in the stars, sweetie.
Yes, ma'am.
Before we go, it's been so nice officially kind of like talking to you. Of course, I've met her here.
Yeah,
and
guys,
there,
Kayla is
but
overemphasizing. They've definitely hung out
We've
We've
met,
only
we've
gotten to
hung
have
out.
like a
at the
conversation
house like a
once.
baby chat.
Yeah.
It's very well. Also, as she just said, like you guys barely really like moved in
Yeah.
before and it's not.
She
that's
said,
not
"Hey."
even. And like that's not an offense to either
No.
of you, but it's
We
like
both did it
coming
on a
in,
whim.
It's
Yeah.
like I feel it's like meeting someone else's friend, It's
Yeah.
like also in your house as well. Like
Yeah.
there's boundaries. Do I talk too much? Am I opening up too quick? Is it,
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like
It's
and plus,
scary.
I
Making
was
friends as
knowing
an
you were going
adult.
through it a couple months ago because I was too.
Yeah. Well, and
yeah.
it's hard as an adult in general to like make new friends. I think we all kind of underestimate the awkwardness and like that. Oh my gosh, like why am I nervous? Like I'm a 10-year-old kid again. Like, are they gonna like me?
Am I gonna? You're like, why did I say that?
Yeah, really. Like it's funny now because I'm sure we had those moments in the beginning where it was like about each other, and now we're to each other like, wait, did I just say the wrong thing? Like, oh my god, like wait, how do I look today? Is there something in my tooth? And I'm like, you're good, you're good. Now we're like making lemon ginger shots every week, being on our wellness shit. It's so funny because we've also throughout the time because like. Kayla's my best friend who's also Virgo queen. And then now my roommate's a Virgo. I'm like, oh my gosh, the energy is just always there. Like the comedy and everything is so in sync. And I knew it would be fine because of you. But it's so funny because I'm like, oh my gosh, I just have these two people that are like my core people right now. But they're so like, we're all just comedians.
We are. We're the funniest people on earth.
Like literally.
But it's so funny.
It will be really, really, really hard for me to find a husband that's funnier than I am.
It's emphasis on the dark humor as well. Like
I'll be single forever.
No, you won't. Are you serious? Look at you. They're gonna not be funnier
than you. It's not about looking.
You're gonna always
be about. Let me look at you.
You're always gonna be the funniest.
Match me? I know what I look like.
Is somebody gonna match my freak?
But are you funnier than me? Is the real
No,
question.
they can't be funnier than you. That's just not possible.
Exactly. That's
like they can be almost there, but it's not gonna work. I'm gonna be honest. The oddball, goofball energy, like it's unmatched. I mean, same with you. So we'll just be saying the most crazy things, and I'm like,
it's the unspokenness of like not even having to explain it. It's
absolutely,
100%. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, it's been so awesome getting to know you. Before we go, do you have anything that we didn't ask that you feel compelled to share,
or anything you want to share?
Be happy, y'all. stay happy. Stay vibrant. Don't crash out.
Yeah,
don't crash out.
And if you do, only for a little bit.
If you do it in the supervision of your roommate so that you don't actually crash out.
No, for real. Like crash out within reason, tastefully.
Yeah.
Mindfully crash out.
Like do your good cry, and then go get a matcha, and then have a better day.
Yeah.
In pure mindful mayhem fashion.
Yes.
Yeah, literally. Be chaotic, but like tastefully, you know? So thank you so much, Lexi, for being our first guest.
Thank you guys for having me. I had so much fun.
Yeah,
I love yapping.
We love a good yap.
That's why you guys are having a podcast. Professional yappers.